write it. Okay, so let us begin now. Um, we are we have studied first 11 letters of Hebrew so far. Let me go through once again. The first letter we have studied is Aleph, right? So Aleph, you all know Aleph, Beit, and Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tate, Yod, and Kaf. Okay, we have studied up to this, right? So, and also we studied some of the vowels. Okay, some of the vowel points. So, the first two vowels we learned is what? Yeah, maybe I will rub it and I will. Let me take Aleph as an example. Okay, the first vowel we saw is Pathak. Okay, the sound is A. Okay, A. So when you see this symbol, you have to pronounce A. So I think in the last class somebody asked a question. No letters will can be pronounced without without vowel. Okay, somebody asked me whether the letters can the letter be pronounced without vowels. So, and I think I answered that every letter should be pronounced along with vowel. Okay, otherwise there cannot be a pronunciation unless the letter comes at the end of a word. Okay, end of the word. So every letter will have a vowel. So that is how you can pronounce. Now the aleph doesn't have any sound. Naturally, the aleph doesn't have any sound. So what is this? What is this one? Okay, what is the sound of this? This is a. So this aleph is symbolized like this. So now, uh, just wait a minute. Yes. So this now the symbol of this vowel patak is A. Okay, the symbol of patak is A. Uh, just wait a minute. I think there are two ways to represent, but we will follow what I have discussed in the class. Okay, right. We will follow this. So this is the symbol. I will give you all the symbols how to write it. So now how we can read it is A. Okay, A. This is the pronunciation or the sound of this letter when it comes along with the vowel. And this is about the first vowel, and the next vowel is. So when a letter comes along with this vowel, this also gives a sound A. Okay, but since this is a long vowel, so the symbol is A dash. Okay, so now here this is the symbol. Here this is the symbol. Now when we are writing, it should be written as like this. A. Okay, a. Okay, these are two vowels we studied, and the next two vowel. The next two vowel, this one is, the sound is E sound. Okay, E sound means it's not, it is like E. Okay, uh, this is the sound of this vowel, E sound. And so all of symbol is like a small apostrophe. So when you when you start read it together, so this is the sound of this letter E. Okay, E. And another vowel is, okay. See, this letter is yod. We call it yod, right? This letter we call it yod. But sometimes it comes along with this vowel. So you have to take this together as vowel. Okay. Please always be clear about the terms, the grammatical terms I am using. Okay, consonant means what, and vowel is what. If you are confused with that, first of all, please clarify about that your English grammar. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to understand this language. So, whatever I am teaching, it is all based on your English grammar as also. So, you should be able to relate. You should be able to relate with what I am teaching with the English grammar. So, I think it is little bit it will be little clear for you right now. Uh, so here the symbol of this vowel is I with a small hyphen. So now if you want to write, it is I, okay, E. This one is E and this one is E. Okay, so these are these are very simple things we have learned only so far up to this point. So now I am going to I will be sending you chart. Okay, I will be sending you some chart, and you will, there you will have, there you will have, see, the name and transliteration. Okay, the name of the letter and the transliteration. I think even in the last class we were discussing about that, this one, the name and transliteration. So for every letter, we have transliteration. For every Hebrew letter we have transliteration, so we have to use that. So we will be using that for our homework also. Homework. So, um, so just for your reference, let me quickly go through. For all of the transliteration is a small hyphen, and for bait, I think even last time I was discussing about this bait. We have two forms, okay, one without dot and one with dot. So if it is without dot, it should be a B with the small dash downside. Okay, if it is without dot, but if it is with dot, it is bait. Okay, this is the transliteration. Please take note of that. So when I ask you to do transliteration, so wherever you see Hebrew letter, you have to put this transliteration. So that is how you practice how to pronounce the Hebrew letter. Okay, since we cannot do that in the classroom, we have to follow this one. All of Bait and Gimel. Okay, Gimel also we have two different forms. One without, so if the Gimel is without dot, it is G, and there is a uh, dash upside. And if it is with dot, it is G. And Dalit, this also has two forms. It's without dot, it should be D, the small dash downside, and it is with dot, it is D. Alright, so please take note of this one. And the next set, Aleph, Beit, Gimel, Dalet. Now let's go to Hey. This is Hey, and the transliteration is what? Transliteration is H. And wow, and wow, it should be W. And Sayin should be Z or Z. Okay, wow, Sayin. And the next few letters, I hope you are all following and taking your notes. Zain and hate. Hate. For hate, it is again H, but there should be a small dot on side. Hate. Okay. Hate. And Tate. Tate. And for Tate, it is T with a small dot downside. And Yod should be Y. Okay. For Yod, it is Y. And lastly, Kaf. There are two different Kaf. So if there is without dot, it is K, the small dash downside, and it is with dot, it is K. Okay. So these are transliterations for what? These are transliterations for consonants. Now let us go for vowels. Okay. Now let us go for vowels we learned so far. So, if the vowel is uh, like this, okay, the vowel is like a dash, small dash downside. So if a vowel is like this, the transliteration should be A, A with a small dash outside, okay, A with a small symbol. So that should be the transliteration. And if the vowel is, let me follow the same. So if the vowel is like this, the transliteration should be A in small dash. Okay. So please, I hope you are all following, noting down. This is very much needed. And the next thing is the next two vowels. So if it is one dot, okay, if it is one dot, it is called here, so it is I, that is the transliteration. And if it is again, if it is a dot with yod, okay, this is another vowel. So the transliteration is I with a small difference. Right. So these are the names of the letter and its equal transliteration. So the letters and the transliteration we have studied so far. Now today I will be sending you a homework. So what you are going to do is you have to follow the thing that I am going to teach you now. Okay. So in the homework, Uh, Wait, I think I can show you if it is possible here. Just hold on. I'm searching for your homework. Yes. Let me try to share the screen now. Okay. Can you all see the screen now? I think you can see. So this will be your homework. Okay. This will be your homework. Uh, this will be your homework, and see, so in the first homework, you can see there is number one, and there are many Hebrew letters. You have to see from right to left side. Okay. Number two, there are Hebrew letters. Number three, and Hebrew letters, and similarly, you have the next section. There are in the first section you will mostly have only single letter, and you will have here you have like two letters, and here you will have three or four letters sometimes. So these are the Hebrew letters for your practice. Okay. So now let me give you example. Okay. Now let me give you example. If you take these letters, the first letter. Okay. I'm going to write it down. Okay. So I'm going to write answer for the first section. Okay. I'm going to write answer for the first section. So please look it carefully how to write. Uh, you can you can shift to my screen if it is possible. I think it may be possible for you, or let me stop sharing. What yeah, maybe what you can do is uh, I will be sharing now, and you can compare my screen and the questions. Okay. So the first is, you can see it is what uh, wait, I will write in the exactly the same way. It is like this, right? The first question, and so it goes on like this. Okay, now what you are supposed to do, okay, this is the question you have, and what you are supposed to do is you have to answer in from this side, okay. What is the English equivalent for Zain? It is Isar, right? It's Isar. And what is the equivalent for English transliteration for this one dot? It is here. So what is the English equivalent? It is I. Okay, this is Zai. Now the second one, it is again Z. What is the English equivalent for this one? Is I, the small circumflex around that. And what is the English equivalent for this one? So what is the letter for comets? It is A with a small dash. Now, so it goes on like this. So this is how you are supposed to write your homework. Any doubt at this point? Anybody having any doubt? Please ask me now. So I'm going to send you the homework. What you are going to do is you are going to write it in this way. Is there any doubt for any of you? Arjendra, Sister Premalada, Sister Sneha, Brother Sandeep. So, if you are all clear how to write the homework, uh, so I'm going to finish this class now, and right away I'm going to send you the homework. Okay? So, what you are going to do, you are going to spend some time writing this homework, and we will continue to see it. All right. So, um, I'm going to uh, I'm going to stop, and if you're having any doubt, again, once again, I'm asking you, if you're having any doubt, you can ask me, or we will just wind up the class. Well, there is no doubt.